DIVREI, HAYAMIYM, SHENIY. 2 Chronicles 6. Then said Shalomah, Yahuwah has said that he would dwell in a thick darkness. But I have built a house of habitation for you, and a place for your dwelling forever. And the king turned his face, and blessed the whole assembly of Yasharel, and all the assembly of Yasharel stood. And he said, Blessed be Yahuwah Elohi of Yasharel, who has with his hands fulfilled that which he spoke with his mouth to my father David, saying, Since the day that I brought forth my people out of the land of Mitzrayim, I chose no city among all the tribes of Yasharel to build a house in, that my name might be there. Neither chose I any man to be a ruler over my people Yasharel. But I have chosen Jerusalem, that my name might be there, and have chosen David to be over my people Yasharel. Now it was in the heart of David my father to build a house for the name of Yahuwah Elohi of Yasharel. But Yahuwah said to David my father, Forasmuch as it was in your heart to build a house for my name, you did well in that it was in your heart. Notwithstanding, you shall not build the house, but your son which shall come forth out of your loins, he shall build the house for my name. Yahuwah therefore has performed his word that he has spoken. For I am risen up in the room of David my father, and am set on the throne of Yasharel, as Yahuwah promised, and have built the house for the name of Yahuwah Elohi of Yasharel. And in it have I put the ark, wherein is the covenant of Yahuwah, that he cut with the children of Yasharel. And he stood before the altar of Yahuwah in the presence of all the assembly of Yasharel, and spread forth his hands. For Shalomah had made a brazen scaffold of 5 cubits long, and 5 cubits broad, and 3 cubits high, and had set it in the midst of the court. And upon it he stood, and kneeled down upon his knees before all the assembly of Yasharel, and spread forth his hands toward heaven, and said, O Yahuwah Elohi of Yasharel, there is no Elohim like you in the heavens, nor in the earth, which guards the covenant, and shows mercy unto your servants, that walk before you with all their hearts. You which have guarded with your servant David my father, that which you have promised him, and spoke with your mouth, and have fulfilled it with your hand, as it is this day. Now therefore, O Yahuwah Elohi of Yasharel, guard with your servant David my father that which you have promised him, saying, There shall not fail you a man in my sight to sit upon the throne of Yasharel, yet so that your children take heed to their way to walk in my Torah, as you have walked before me. Now then, O Yahuwah Elohi of Yasharel, let your word be verified, which you have spoken unto your servant David. But will Elohim in very deed dwell with men on the earth? Behold, the heavens and the heaven of heavens cannot contain you, how much less this house which I have built. Have respect therefore to the prayer of your servant, and to his supplication, O Yahuwah Elohi, to hearken unto the cry and the prayer which your servant prays before you, that your eyes may be open upon this house day and night, upon the place whereof you have said that you would put your name there, to hearken unto the prayer which your servant prays toward this place. Hearken therefore unto the supplication of your servant, and of your people Yasharel, which they shall make toward this place. Hear from your dwelling place, even from heaven, and when you hear, forgive. If a man sin against his neighbor, and an oath be laid upon him to make him swear, and the oath come before your altar in this house, then hear from heaven, and do, and judge your servants, by requiting the wicked, by recompensing his way upon his own head, and by justifying the righteous, by giving him according to his righteousness. And if your people Yasharel be put to the worse before the enemy, because they have sinned against you, and shall return and confess your name, and pray and make supplication before you in this house, then hear from the heavens, and forgive the sin of your people Yasharel, and bring them again unto the land which you gave to them and to their fathers. When the heavens are shut up, and there is no rain, because they have sinned against you, yet if they pray toward this place, and confess your name, and turn from their sin, when you do afflict them, then hear from heaven, and forgive the sin of your servants, and of your people Yasharel, when you have taught them the good way, wherein they should walk, and send rain upon your land, which you have given unto your people for an inheritance. If there be famine in the land, if there be pestilence, if there be blasting, or mildew, locust, or caterpillars, if their enemies besiege them in the cities of their land, whatsoever sore or whatsoever sickness there be, then what prayer or what supplication soever shall be made of any man, or of all your people Yasharel, when everyone shall know his own sore and his own grief, and shall spread forth his hands in this house, then hear from heaven your dwelling place, and forgive, and render unto every man according unto all his ways, whose heart you know, for you only know the hearts of the children of men, that they may fear you, to walk in your ways, so long as they live in the land which you gave unto our fathers. Moreover, concerning the stranger, which is not of your people Yasharel, but is come from a far country for your great name's sake, and your mighty hand, and your stretched out arm, if they come and pray in this house, then hear from the heavens, even from your dwelling place, and do according to all that the stranger calls to you for, that all people of the earth may know your name, and fear you, as do your people Yasharel, and may know that this house which I have built is called by your name. If your people go out to war against their enemies by the way that you shall send them, and they pray unto you towards this city which you have chosen, and the house which I have built for your name, then hear from the heavens their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause. If they sin against you, for there is no man which sins not, and you be angry with them, and deliver them over before their enemies, and they carry them away captives unto a land far off or near. Yet if they bethink themselves in the land whither they are carried captive, and turn and pray unto you in the land of their captivity, saying, We have sinned, we have done amiss, and have dealt wickedly. If they return to you with all their heart, and with all their soul in the land of their captivity, whither they have carried them captives, and pray toward their land, which you gave unto their fathers, and toward the city which you have chosen, and toward the house which I have built for your name, then hear from the heavens, even from your dwelling place, their prayer and their supplications, and maintain their cause, and forgive your people which have sinned against you. Now, my Elohim, let, I beseech you, your eyes be open, and let your ears be attent unto the prayer that is made in this place. Now therefore arise, O Yahuwah Elohim, into your resting place, you and the ark of your strength. Let your priest, O Yahuwah Elohim, be clothed with Yeshua, and let your Kassid rejoice in goodness. O Yahuwah Elohim, turn not away the face of your anointed. Remember the mercies of David, your servant,